Welcome back. An interesting debate is taking place on the Morgan State University campus these days, one that has its student journalists crying censorship. These young reporters say that a university policy is controlling who they can talk to and where they can film. Is this a threat to free press? Well, that's the question being asked in a new report by our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. And reporter Ellie Wolf joined us now. Thanks for coming up to the Hill, Ellie. Appreciate it. All right, so you say that this university policy forces young journalists, young reporters, if they want to talk to any employee at the university, including professors, they have to go to the PR department, the public relations department, to get approval. Is this normal? Is this how other universities operate with their journalists?
Depends on who you ask. So the public relations office at Morgan State has said this is a normal policy. All universities do it. The Morgan State has had this policy for years. But student journalists at other public universities in the state, like Towson or the University of Maryland College Park, often don't have to follow those same restrictions. And journalists professionally, like myself, we usually don't have to follow those restrictions either.
Now, this story, this very incident, has gotten some really large organizations that look out for freedom of speech and the rights of the press, working on behalf of the students. Who are they and why is this important?
So this issue has been picked up by a few national groups. You have something known as FIRE, which is the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression. They do a lot of work about free speech on college campuses. So that organization, along with the Society of Professional Journalists, teamed up and wrote a letter to Morgan State University President David Wilson, complaining about the policy and asking for a change. I interviewed the legal director for the Student Law Press Association. He told me that it is absolutely censorship.
You also talk about the fact, which is interesting, that some of these young students or journalists who can't talk directly to professors at Morgan are calling Hopkins and other local institutions to do stories, to file stories on different subjects. Do you think, given the pressure of these large organizations, that there'll be any movement within the administration? Any way to resolve this?
It's unclear right now. Morgan State hasn't written its response to the organizations, but they remain hopeful, they told me. And really only time will tell, but students are hoping that because the issue's been more widely publicized, there will be a change.
All right, really interesting report. Sort of the irony of this taking place at the university at this moment in time. So really good report. Thanks for coming, Ellie, as always. If you'd like to read her story and, of course, other independent reporting from our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, head to thebanner.com.